Hi, collective. I hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy with good people in good places, doing good things. All right, let's see what's up here. I'm so sick of the karmic energy because it's like you're. Let's just see what comes out. Because I get people trying to finally. All right. Joy, love, and surprise. So you're in this daze and in this, newfound energy, or not, I can't even call it newfound because you and this person have been collectively working on whatever it is that you needed to individually in order to be able to have this type of love, like for this love to blossom in the way that it did. Yeah. Yeah, you've confronted any type of conflict or comparison or any judgment that other people may have made. Um, yeah, and you consider it foolish to even hesitate at this point. Yeah, because that only leaves you in despair. So everything is moving full force, full speed ahead. Look, time. Yep, full speed ahead. Ain't nobody gonna be sitting around looking lonely no more. Yeah, someone else over here is taking a break from whatever. Whoever is in the past is over there looking like burnt out. That's the only thing I can say. Is like they look real burnt out. They look real like weirdo burnt outish right now because they are sitting there. It's like the time this person can't forget or whatever, but they have to. What I'm understanding, if these people keep meditating on you, collective, they're gonna have some type of like vessel pop. Like there's gonna be like some type of like almost aneurysm, like brain aneurysm, that takes place in their head because they're not supposed to be focused on you. That's just the reality of it. It's like if someone can't control their thoughts, maybe they need to go get psychiatric help. Maybe you need to be put on a hold or something if you have that much of a obsession with someone. But anyway, tell us more about this love, surprise, and joy. Yeah. Well, what's happening right now is that you're attracting this person is attracting you, so you both are mutually calling one another in. It's been kind of unpredictable. So I'm getting like expect a surprise because that's still here on this card too. So I'm hearing like expect a surprise, expect it to be really a good surprise. And there's some like, I don't want to call it a secret because I don't like secrets. We don't do secrets in my family. We do surprises. So I feel like it's just this huge surprise that's maybe taken a long time, but the fact that you're focused and manifesting it at this particular time is what's crucial or what's changed things. What else here? Yeah, the fact that it's happening so fast, whoever these past energies are, they can't even talk no more mess about it. They can't say anything that would like change the trajectory because it's just not an option. Like everybody knows now. Everybody knows these two are completely and incredibly in love with each other, that it's something that, not everybody gets. Hence, look around. Everybody says there's the pee in the dating pool, but I think there's poop in there. But these individuals who are coming into these unions are they're coming into these unions fast, and it seems fast only because it took time for everybody to grow and heal and evolve. But essentially, what this is just it. This is it. Make no mistakes. This is it. And that's the beauty of it too. It's like having something that's your assignment. You can trust that that will be long lasting. You can trust that that will be enduring. You can trust that it will be like meet your needs. The fact that you're getting something that's just yours, that's just made for you. You may have loved other people before. You may have had other relationships, etc., other bonds, whatever. But in this instance, this is something that is like it's a part of God's assignment for you, is to give and to receive this type of love. These are the things that have to take place in order for you to, like, you have to be with someone like this in order to kind of see that the things that you valued, in a person or in you know, healthy relationships, that it is real. Yeah, look. Because it seemed like maybe you're able to express that in other relationships, but this is a part of your assignment. So even if every other relationship fell by the wayside, this would be the one that would remain intact. Not saying that that's an option at all. I'm just saying this is just how it works, because you and your person are in the upright when you guys came together. You guys were both focused on being in the right position to do the right things, to, you know, reap the right rewards. Thought I heard my phone ringing. Somebody might be calling you, collective. Yeah. You guys have persevered and grown, and really had this intense foundation that you've built on. Like whatever you guys have connected on or through, it's really intense. It's really powerful. It really is. And it really took a lot to be able to accomplish that. Yeah. And the universe can't be confused by anything or anyone. Other people just have to keep their distance. I guess the universe is keeping other people confused and at a distance and feeling alienated from you and your person. And because that's what you want. You told the universe that. And that's what it's giving. And they're being conflicted, and, you know, they're in this energy of comparison and judgment and seeing exactly how lackluster, like how undesirable they are to you guys. Yeah, there's no negation or there's no negation or doubt or speculation that you would even want a past person. Like it's just irrelevant. You know what I mean? It's a non-factor. Use a non-factor. Let's see. Yep. Oh. Very say, yeah, that's just a memory now. It's literally like you can read your old book about it, but that's these people. Like, I don't know. Maybe somebody looking at a yearbook with your picture. I don't know. But yeah, there's no negotiation here. There's no negotiation, which also means there's no room for this person to conflict, to like bring conflicts to you. There's none of that. There's no way to contradict, and there's no way to suggest spiritually, through magic, or on the physical realm to you or your person that you're not right for each other. It's just kind of like you've met every opposition that could possibly exist. So it's like when somebody comes, it's like, yeah, no, my person wouldn't do that. It's like you have this complete trust. What is it called? It's called implicit trust in one another. You guys implicitly trust that the other person is feeling exactly the same as you, and that if there are any, you know, moments where somebody tries to say something, that is quickly negated. If people try to send in some weird energy, yeah, you guys aren't even, what I'm understanding is you're not even giving it a second. You're not even giving it an option. It's like, nope, not my person. My person wouldn't do that. You know better. Yeah, you know better. Yeah. It's almost like your heart has this memory, like there's this book, so it's like past life energy. Your heart has this memory of achievement that you had in spirit with this other person. And you're remembering or even acknowledging, or like you can really feel all the resources and wealth and the opportunity that exists through this connection, by being with one another. Yeah, so now it's time to consummate this situation, which will bring the success and end everything else other. I like it. Isn't it? Yeah, that old, long, sluggish stuff, you know, that time is up. Maybe it was a 10-year thing. That time is up, because now also you have a clear purpose as well. Like when you have a clear purpose, though, it's like nothing can thwart that, right? Nothing can thwart that at all. And these people, their despair just keeps rising in them, like their feelings of anxiety. Maybe someone has a disease too. Like I already think these people got mental illnesses, so that could be it. And a lot of it has to do with their shadow, like not doing their shadow work. Not, you know, they didn't really think they needed to do anything to catch up with you. They figured out like they could just be the same old them, and it was like, that's the shit I didn't like. So you think you gonna do the same shit and I'm gonna like it again when I didn't like it before? That's crazy. You're in this enterprise and it's like, just give me all the new stuff. All new stuff. Everything new. Yeah, let's get you really excited too. I feel like it's lit a fire within you. Yeah, to remain in the upright. Yeah. Oh, it fell right on the negotiation too. The negotiation in reverse, like no negotiation. There's no negotiating you being in the upright. There's no negotiating whether or not you're going to, do something to change your I hear task, like whatever it is that you're focused on. That's bringing somebody some pain. Oh well, live through the pain. Sing a sad song. Take a hot bath. I don't know. Get the fuck on. Yeah. There's no negotiating with the collective. There's no negating. There's no doubt. There's no speculation either about the collective being in the upright. Like there's there's just no. Yeah, so that's all been broken up and knocked down. And that's what you're being, that's why everybody's being distanced from you that, brought that type of energy around. If they're not friendly, if they're not respectful, if they're not acknowledging your power and who you are. And even if they did try to come in trying to say something like that, it's like, you know who they are, so it won't work. Yeah, there's too much of a faraway gap. Like, again, I feel like I read the same thing, and I think it's because people are crazy. Only insane people do the same things, lie to themselves over and over and over again. I don't know if I said this already, but there was a post on Facebook. This lady, somebody posted, said, why is it that when guys go in your DMs and you say you're not interested, that they keep sending messages, even though you said you're not interested, like you were joking? And then one of the ladies says it hurts their ego less to think that you're just kidding. So it's like, in order to save their ego, they're like, oh, she ain't for real. Until they get blocked, right? Because I literally did that. And hello, blocking is a clear indication to stay away from me. I blocked somebody the other day. It's my ex's brother. And he goes onto Instagram and then starts following me there. And it's like, when you inboxed me and I blocked you, that wasn't a clear indication to stay away from me. Like, I want nothing to do with you or anybody else that you may know. Shoot, at this point, I don't care if you said you walk with Jesus. Well, I don't know that I'm about to hang out with Jesus either. Just because if he hang out with you, I know he hung out with, lepers and all kinds of stuff, but it's not for fancy. I'm not Jesus. Don't expect that of me, okay? Maybe someone thought that, like, oh, maybe let's wait a few days, or oh, let's wait till after this moon cycle, or some retarded stuff. And then we'll be able to get back. Then we'll be able to reincarnate and, get back with certainty. And it's like, no, the certainty is that the collective doesn't want anybody from their past. They're working with a whole new energy. Look, they're working with a whole new energy, a whole new person, a whole new type of life. It just, you have no place in it whatsoever for no reason. Yeah. Listen, whatever you did under that moon, whatever you thought you was bringing in with that moon, it did not do that. It gave more tenderness to the change for this faith and justice in this, like, good situation, in this healthy relationship, this competent other party, someone who understands the requirements of love, understands the tasks, and the challenges, and who's willing to take them on, to be a winner. It's almost kind of like somebody keeps looking at a team and be like, oh, I'm gonna play for the 49ers. Since when? You missed it. Like, you should have been drafted. That's the energy. It's like somebody did not get drafted also because they were never even in the position to be drafted. Again, it's that I'm going to try out for this dance team, but you never danced a day in your life. It's like, oh, I'm going to bring the collective love. but you've never loved anybody a day in your life. You can only love yourself at this point. Like, that's what this person needs to get. I think these past people's like, you've got to learn to love yourself before you can even try to think about loving anybody else. But the collective's already there, because the collective is hot and ready. Like Little Caesars. Hot and ready. Whoever this is so boring. Like this past energy. Yeah, this person is trying to snoop on your friendship. They're trying to snoop on it and, like, I don't know, bring their dark energy of distrust and, like, curious and making, like, making it, I don't know. They want you to think that your person is, I don't know. But what they don't know is you and your person already took this initiative to be friends. And, that's just what it is. Yeah, all those old memories and stuff like that. Like, those people can't even be friends. Like, you can't be friends with your past people. Like, that's some confusion that they're stuck in. Like, that they could have that with you. Again, you and your new person already took the initiative. So, like my grandmother said, you can only have one best friend. And that is the person that's taking the initiative now. The new energy. The one that's abundant, wealthy, and free. Free from karmic debt, free from stinking thinking, free from toxic ways or habits. Yeah. Yep. Wow. Yep. This person is cursed, whomever this is that keeps snooping and stuff like that. Yeah. And I guess maybe they were thinking that, like, oh, well, once they make the decision, we'll try to curse them. It's already been made. Like, maybe they're, I don't know. It's funny when people be trying to be in your business and catch your steps and they're nowhere near you. Like, they're nowhere near you. They don't have access to you. Not spiritually, not in the real world either. They don't have access to you. Like, nowhere in the universe do they have access. They live in some, like, delusional la-la land here. It's not a telepathic connection at all. It's like, get some help, people. These people really need to get help. Oh my gosh. Yeah. They were hoping that you wouldn't be competent, or that you wouldn't see your person as competent, or that you guys wouldn't be willing to take on the tasks that each of you require, because I'm hearing that both of you guys are really specific type of people. You like things a certain way. You want certain stuff that nobody could live up to. But you had the faith that if you wanted it, that it would exist for you. Yep. This person just lives in some memory of an achievement that they had long ago, this past person. I don't know. I guess they felt like if they waited long enough, they could outlive this new energy. Not. Do they realize that they were once the new energy? That's what I don't get. It's like, the collective loves somebody after you, right? The collective had relationships after you, right? The collective had interests of people after you. The collective had sex with people after you. Yeah, they're confused too. They're confused because they're at such a distance, like that you've totally alienated them from any part. Like, again, it's the universe disconnecting them as well, because it's like the collective does not have to communicate that anymore, is what I'm understanding. The collective does not have to communicate that anymore at all. The collective is just busy focused on being this loyal person to their person. That's the only thing that the collective is going to do. Maybe this person might be trying to pull on the energy of a child. But what I'm hearing here is like whoever these children are or child is, they don't even refer to this person as their parent. It's like, oh, you mean Sandra? Like, they call the person by their first name because they disassociated completely and totally. Like it's like they don't even acknowledge this person as someone to have given them life. They don't. They don't. Damn. Sucks to be them. But they know that. Yeah. All this person can do is just sit back and think about how stupid they were. Yeah. But Spirit saying just keep your focus on the things that concern you, which isn't these past people. The past people do not concern you whatsoever. They are of no concern to the collective. The collective's not even concerned that they do this weird stuff. Like, it's not non-mother factor. Yeah. Oh, and this person might be trying to do candle worship. Candle worship. It's going to be just as messed up as that sentence. This person is trying to do candle work or candle magic. But they can't. It's like they can't dedicate you to something that you don't want. That's the problem. The spell work only works if you have a feeling for them. If you have any concern for them. And they're not a factor in your world. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Maybe someone's going to get a spirit baby that's going to happen soon. Like it's going to happen really quickly. That this spirit baby is going to come into your world. This new life. So it's like you're bringing about a new life into the world as well. And you're having a new life. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Because I feel like you both want that. Yep. Someone's hoping that is hoping that you would forget about having a child or forget about that desire of yours to have a child, to be a parent if you're not a parent yet, or to have more children if you want more children. Someone's hoping that you would leave that mindset, but in reality, that's all you can think about. You're in this sober, remote thought process where it doesn't matter what anybody else could say, Even if you struggled with fertility, it's like you're in this remote space where that doesn't even affect you. Even somebody saying, well, you tried a lot with so-and-so. You and so-and-so. I'm just saying. Because you're in this refuge. Like, some people can't have children in certain relationships because that person is just not right for them. That's just the reality of it. So, yeah. So them trying to make you fearful of something like that is just crazy business. Oh, this is so. Yeah, that's over. Yep. You guys have you guys have consummated that. Once you've consummated the relationship, yeah, that's what it says, huh? You'll have success, and that will be the end of anybody second guessing or trying to, grow something in that energy. Yep. That'll be the end. They'll be confronted by the fact that you walking around with a baby bump, looking like Megan Good in the gym with a baby bump. That's so funny. Yeah. And whenever this person lights a candle, all it does is it sparks your enthusiasm about this new relationship. I don't know why they don't get that. Like, it sparks enthusiasm about, like, the struggle that you went through was warranted. Like, whatever you went through, it gave you a lot of hope. It gave you a lot of happiness that you live in now. So it's kind of like, if I can hope for this and find it, I mean, that was what you were looking for, though. You may have even said that to your past person, like, there's one me, so I know there'll be another person that'll be right on the same energy, on the same type of time, wanting to be faithful, wanting to be honest, loving me for who I am, and focused on themselves as well as what my needs are. Yep. You knew you would have a reliable person, and you did not give up that hope. That's what's doing this. You did not give up on that hope, and the fact that you found them. And then you got this added bonus, because I don't know if you thought that you were going to get a friend in this. Like, I don't know that you thought that, that you would be able to grow a friendship, because more often than not, people end up doing it, and then they're like, okay, well, we're seeing each other now. But you grew a friendship with this person. That was the first thought, that was the first thing that you guys worked on, was being friends, being able to express yourselves and be honest about yourselves, and even about the old relationships that you guys used to have, so that you could understand what each other needed in the friendship. Which is why you're taking this initiative now to move on from this broken energy, like to move on from the disappointments that you had in the past. Maybe from masculines, maybe you shot your shot. Like feminines, I know I shot my shot before too. I didn't get turned down though. I didn't get picked up yet. So you're saying that's because there are certain things that it's like they're on a need to know basis and they don't need to know. So it's also a part of that too. Like those broken people can't break this privacy that you have with your person. They can't break the security that you guys have found just by bringing up the heartbreak. They can't break like the confidentiality, which I'm getting is a huge part of the friendship, that like you won't tell anybody, you know, if it's something that's just between you and your person. You don't have the habit of just running your mouth anyway. So there's that part, but it's like, you know, people are, I guess, disappointed that you guys are so private, that you've kept this all, you know, in your own space. But that's what breeds a good, healthy relationship, is that you know your person and they know you, you know. Yep. I don't know if you're ending a 30-day challenge or you're in a 30-day challenge or something like that. This awakening, rediscovering yourself, escaping materialism. I feel like it was supposed to go through the retrograde, and that's what it did. Like now you guys have moved on to the celebration energy. So now you guys are just celebrating your love, like the fact that you really literally found, like, it really is my I really do have someone that's everything that I wanted, everything that I needed. Yeah. You guys chose to not care about what anybody else was doing, saying, thinking, spell work, and all of that. And you removed all of those doubts and questions. You're ready to step into your new blessings and claim what is already yours. It's already yours. Mine's this reliable, happy, best friend, focused, you know, person who doesn't care about anybody else but you. And that's beautiful. That is beautiful. This person cares about like your career, what you want to do with your career, you know, is willing to overcome whatever obstacles might come up with that. You know, it's like, oh, we got to move. Okay, we got to move. Like your person is not going to stand in the way of your financial goals being, you know, achieved. So you can continue to plan your career with this person. You know, if you are somebody that has to travel a lot, or if you tend to have to move because you like go on assignment or something like that, it's not anything that's going to be a problem for your person, because they fit in any crowd is what I'm understanding. Like they make for a good partner. They really do. They match your fly. They match your fly. Ha! So I guess the candle magic that this person was trying to do was to try to make you be like compassionate or considerate or concerned about them, which didn't work because it came in the reverse. And they also wanted you to like take a social media detox. So they didn't want you and your person to like show that you were balanced and in this fresh start energy. They didn't want people to see that. They didn't want that to be acknowledged, but that's literally all that anybody can see right now. You've also are experiencing the magic of life by practicing it. So by practicing, you know, it's the you can't miss what you never had. So it's kind of like you're missing, you know, that experience that you had with the person of hugging them, holding them, being with them, you know, watching them get ready for, you know, an event, you know, that kind of thing. You know, just enjoying this whole entire glow up. I'm hearing it's more from the masculine that they're going to, like, I don't know, it's something about, okay, I can only describe it this way. There's this new trend going around where people are like putting up a bunch of pictures of them from the years before, you know, where the statement is, oh, you guys are really cute. How many weeks have you guys been together? Or how many months have you guys been together? And they're like, weeks, months. And then it goes back like a span of 10 years. Well, essentially, that's what you guys are creating right now. It's like all of those memories about the future. So you're remembering what you were made and sent here to do with this person. And you're excited about watching each other glow up. So the feminine is excited to watch the masculine excel in his career even further than, you know, he is and that he could have imagined. The feminine, you know, the masculine is excited to watch the feminine, you know, glow up in her soft girl era and all the rest of that. Yeah, really seeing the beauty of how the connection works to benefit each other. And it kind of validates the past. And essentially it validates the past because it's like you learned from it. So that's how you validate the past. You did the best that you could in those relationships. You feel and you empathize with it. You don't judge it. Like neither of you judge the other person's past or each other's past experiences. You guys understand that it's important to speak up too, so that you don't, what is this about speaking up? Yeah, because it ensures that, people know where you stand with one another, which I think is really beautiful. Yeah. And with respect to these past people that you're no longer dealing with, they need some serious, I don't know. It says give your home some attention, redecorate, clean, or sage it. Like they really need to clean up their home life. They need to clean up their house. Maybe they're dirty. Maybe, they don't know how to clean themselves. They don't have a real career structure or things that they really are invested in, like you or your person. Like your person, one of you may really be invested in like making the house a home for the other person, whereas the past person wouldn't do that. They were focused on just, being career oriented. Or maybe there was someone who was just lacked career orientation and expected you to maintain all of the environments. And that's something that that's the place they're still in. Like they're still in the same place that you left them in when you left them in it. That's crazy business. Like I don't understand these crazy people. All right, last few cards for this, and then yeah, you validated your past. You certainly did that. Maybe even by challenging yourself, like I said in a previous reading, like to listen to old music, or to listen to music and then realize how you're thinking about the new person versus the old person. I think that, yeah, because this past life connection. So it's like, what's that song? It says, oh, wow. Every wrong step led me to you. Every wrong relationship prepared me for you. It's that, I can't remember that song right now. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to find it. Oh, I want to listen to that right now. Oh, I'm so upset I can't. But that's a part of validating your past, and like you can tell that your energy is clear now because you're thinking about the other person. You don't even have thoughts of the past person with respect to like when you hear the songs. I think that's what's also like, I don't know, playing on these people's like mental so much is that like there's nothing that you could ever want from these people except for them to go away. Go away. That's all the collective wants, is for you to go away. I'm just saying, like it's saying, what are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on, be happy. We just want you to go away. It's not a joke. I understand your ego is not ready for it. The part of you doesn't want to believe it, but you're being told that. It's just like, hey, I blocked you over here. Did you think that I wasn't going to block you over here too? So maybe they thought you would never speak up in the way that you are, or hold those boundaries in the way that you are. But maybe that's an awakening for them. Maybe that's sparking an awakening for them. Oh no. These people asleep. Sleepwalking through life. That is the truth about it. Like men who don't get jobs, men who don't have their own places. Not saying that you can't have roommates, but like people that live with their mama forever and stuff like that. I get it if you move back in to like save up and you have a goal, but these are people who just don't have a goal. You know what I mean? Like that's just the reality of it. Yeah, for the feminine energy, it's kind of the same. Like they're sleepwalking in the effect of they don't have anything that they really bring to the table. It's like, oh, well, I look good and I know high fashion. Okay. Do you know what your man like though? Because I feel like they were under such the wrong impression, these feminine energies. They thought you liked, whatever they thought you liked, but they don't know how much you like to explore like new things and like, I don't know. Your new person does though. Like there's a lot of self-exploration within this relationship. You got to know yourself even better too. Maybe it's because you kind of pacified them with like sitting in this energy of like pretending like you were comfortable with whatever was being given or offered, or like how the relationship was. So the more you started to explore yourself, the more and awaken, the more it disconnected you from these past people, because it's like you stand out in a different way that they never could. They stand out like through shock and awe, and you stand out through compassion and focus. Two totally different realms, right? You are about living your dreams, and meeting your financial goals, and keeping things not messy. That's what I'm getting from declutter. Like, you don't like having drama. You don't like losing sleep over bull. And that's what these people do. They like that. They like being like, oh no, like they like being in that, like, I don't know, that anxious ass energy. Yeah. All right, 2 more cards and we out of here. So nice to give me 2. Yeah, open up. You are being asked to open your heart to another and let down your walls. I'm not going to tell you the walls that they're talking about, but you understand. Letting down your walls, because this person wants what's best for you. Your life will open up in a wonderful way once you decide to open up. So I feel like that's where you are. You're just open. You've opened up. Yep. You're in that of keeping that energy, that open energy for the 30-day challenge. So I feel like we're maybe like a week or so into it. I feel like it happened right before the retrograde started. So just, keep that under wraps. Don't let anything change your vibration or separate you from your person, because ask your angels to help you with that, to keep the connection, or just keep that faith, keep that acknowledgement in your heart, in your mind, that like, nope, my person ain't gonna change their mind about me. Nope, my person is not disconnected from me. Nope, my person isn't, working against me. Nope. It's like, just don't take any of that yeah, that's the bad habit. Or if there's any other bad habits too, like drinking, overeating, or anything else not serving you. So it just may be the stinking thinking. So giving away with that, like 30 days, do not keep yourself from your person. Remain open to them. That's where this is. And do not care at all about what anybody else says. Even if somebody said, oh yeah, man, I just saw so-and-so out with so-and-so. Be like, okay, I saw your girl. She looked like she was having fun eating dinner at the such and such restaurant with some tall dude. Okay. That could have been a business meeting. That could have been, a childhood friend that they met up with. That could have been, a relative. It could be anybody. You know what I mean? So don't take anything, to heart. Yeah, don't worry about that either. Don't worry about, like, if you haven't approached this feminine energy yet and she goes out on a date with somebody, don't worry about that, because you're more charming than anyone could ever be. Like, don't even trip off of it. Don't trip. I would strongly suggest you get there before you go out on a date. I mean, I'm just saying. But, maybe that's part of the shadow work, is, uncovering every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. Okay. So while you may know that you're charming, the shadow work is in that. Like, you I don't know. I feel like it's because you guys have such big eyes and big hearts for each other, that it's like you guys see each other in a totally different way than you see other people. So that's a big, huge part of it. It's like you're not repressing anything, at all. You're not repressing anything at all. And you're abandoning everything that's in opposition of where your heart to be with your person, where your connection to be, or even where you're manifesting it to be. Because let's say today your person is just really busy, and their schedule is off. So you guys aren't talking and connecting like you normally do. Don't let that change you, because there will be moments in every relationship where, it won't go, not every day is the same kind of thing. And it's comfortable. It's comfortable. Don't care about that. If you miss somebody, tell them you miss them, I'm just telling you, like, you have to stay in this energy of that kindness and that openness to your person, especially during the rest of this retrograde. I think that we're still in it, because you feel what you feel, because this is your soulmate. You have a past life connection. Okay? All right. I hope that this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form. I will catch you on the next one. Laters.